Just as everyone is settling into the new year, WWE is also getting ready for Royal Rumble, and many developments are cropping up with each passing day. And there are always rumors and backstage news to cover up, and that's exactly what we are going to do in this video. Without wasting any time, let's get into it. If you are new here, you are welcome. Be sure to like and subscribe. WWE changes plans for Roman Reigns' storyline. WrestleVotes was the first to report that a WWE NXT superstar was originally scheduled to be called up and be inserted into the Roman Reigns storyline on the first SmackDown of 2021. However, the plan was nixed, and it was later revealed in a Fightful Select report that the superstar was Damian Priest. Dave Meltzer provided more details on the proposed storyline twist in the latest Wrestling Observer newsletter. Meltzer confirmed that Damian Priest was scheduled to appear on SmackDown and team up with Kevin Owens to feud against Roman Reigns and Jey Uso. The idea was to bring in Damian Priest as Kevin Owens' best friend. However, KO opined that the concept made no sense as Priest and his characters don't even match enough to be best friends. Owens proposed another plan wherein WWE officials booked the former NXT North American champion as his tag team partner. It would be WWE's way to protect Owens from getting beaten down every week at the hands of Reigns and Uso. The plan failed to come to fruition, and Roman Reigns decided that the time wasn't right to introduce a new person into the angle. Both Reigns and Owens agreed that the timing was just not ideal for getting a new face into the main event storyline. Damian Priest is currently scheduled to join the Raw roster, and he is expected to debut by the end of the month. Vince McMahon's changed opinion about Randy Orton in WWE. Jim Ross opened up about Randy Orton's WWE signing on the Grilling JR podcast's latest edition. The veteran announcer revealed that Randy Orton was surprisingly a very controversial signing for the company, as Vince McMahon wasn't sure about the Viper's prospects in WWE. Randy Orton was, believe it or not, he was somewhat of a controversial hire for us. Vince McMahon, a problem child with a military school background, had qualms about Randy Orton due to the Legend Killer's past. Orton was also a problem child who signed up for the Marines and later discharged. Vince was the problem child that went to military school, and Randy was the problem child that went to the Marines and got discharged. Big-time Randy Orton's past was a problem for Vince McMahon. Jim Ross revealed that he convinced Vince McMahon to give Randy Orton a chance, as the Apex Predator was a third-generation talent from a family that produced great in-ring workers. Vince McMahon changed his stance, and the rest, as they say, is history. But, it's one of those deals where you say, look, I said, Vince, you got a second chance, so why not this kid? He's only a third-generation performer, and both his father and his grandfather were outstanding in-ring guys. Thankfully for all involved parties, Randy Orton lived up to all the hype by putting together a WWE career filled with several accomplishments and accolades. Update on the backstage beef between Seth Rollins and Riddle in WWE. Seth Rollins comments that he had no intentions to work with Riddle from back in October 2020 opened a can of worms regarding the backstage relationship between the two WWE superstars. It was noted that an Instagram post from Riddle's wife, in which she took a shot at Becky Lynch, was one of the prime reasons behind the beef between Riddle and Rollins. The original bro's negative comments about Rollins, as revealed by a fan, didn't help matters either as the speculation about the heat between the superstars continued to dominate the world of wrestling. It has now been revealed in a Fightful Select report that Seth Rollins and Riddle might have squashed their beef. Fightful spoke to sources who were backstage at Survivor Series 2020, and it was revealed that Riddle and Rollins approached each other at the pay-per-view and talked about their issues. The problems were reportedly rectified, and both superstars seem open to working with each other. People in WWE noted that while Rollins didn't look at Riddle during their Survivor Series match, the beef between the two seems to have been squashed, and that's great news for the fans. Mustafa Ali possibly in trouble with WWE for his comments berating Hulk Hogan. Last week on WWE Raw, we saw the return of several legends, including the likes of Hulk Hogan, Ric Flair, and Torrie Wilson. Though the episode received mixed reviews from fans, Mustafa Ali was not too happy about these legendary superstars getting the spotlight. The leader of Retribution was part of Raw Talk after the show and went a tad bit too far in his tirade against the WWE legends. Mustafa Ali said that these legends could barely walk and did not deserve to be on the show. Mustafa Ali has now tweeted, "We don't know if we can give you a live mic again," hinting that WWE is not pleased with his words against Hulk Hogan and the WWE legends. On Raw Talk, Mustafa Ali questioned why the superstars of the past were getting more focus than members of the current roster, such as himself, Drew Gulak, and Akira Tozawa. Ali further took a dig at Hulk Hogan, saying people don't need to hear the same catchphrases again and again. Because we need to hear "Whatcha gonna do brother" again for the 7th millionth time. Mustafa Ali said that younger superstars should be given a chance instead of people who can barely walk. Why don't you give us a chance? People that can contribute to this business and further this company, but no, let's push them all aside and give 3 hours to people that can barely walk. Though Mustafa Ali had a rocky start on the main roster, it looks like the former 205 Live superstar has finally found his footing in WWE as the leader of Retribution. It is hard to tell if Ali's tweet is a work or not, but taking a shot at legends like Hulk Hogan is sure to have some sort of ramifications.